gotta tell Rusty.
You need my phone? Oh, I guess my phone doesn't have what you need on it. Oh, are we live? Oh, yeah, you guys just watched me adjust a couch cushion. Good.
Is anybody in there?
No. So nobody watched me adjust a couch cushion. Hello, everybody. Hello, nobody. Oh, now we got two. Heather Hopper. Awesome. Hello, Heather.
Hey, Rachel, I'm just letting you know I messed up the schedule thing and couldn't go on the link that's the schedule thing. So I had to start another live. I don't know. I did something.
Now there's three in here. Hello, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. I don't know where Cindy went. I lost her. Actually, she's right here next to me.
I messed up the scheduled live stream. I'm still learning. So I'm having to let everybody know that was on the other live to come over here.
So one thing I've learned about computers, I can't do much with them, and they can beat me at solitaire. But they can't beat me at kickboxing.
Yeah. So, hello, guys. Hello, Heather. Yeah, so I'm going to go over and delete my Facebook stuff.
We just went from 4 people to 3 people. Bye.
Bye, whoever left. No, they're back. Somebody's here.
Oh, okay. You're back.
Woo! Woo! From 4 to 3. We're killing them out there.
3 thumbs up. Cool. Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a good Valentine's Day. This is a pretty cool day.
Cold.
Like, really cool.
Cold.
Hey, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
So Valentine's Day, I guess we got to get that out of the road.
We do.
We made chili.
We did. We made chili. I've had an earache, so
working on a lot.
We thought
awesome.
Get stuff moving. You know, the hotter the better.
We were supposed to get. Part of the reason we were doing the 4 o'clock thing for a couple o'clock was that we were supposed to go somewhere this evening.
Mm-hmm.
But all the plumbing froze at the kitchen where they were supposed to prepare the dinner.
Yeah.
We've had sub-zero temperatures, like not sub-freezing, sub-zero Fahrenheit temperatures here in Kansas. And, of course, the wind is blowing. You're making chicken marsala.
Oh.
So I'm not sure I know what that is. I've heard that before, but I'm sure it's got chicken in it.
Hi, James.
Hey, Ricky. I'm sure it's not cold where you're at, right? Gabriel. Is that Elijah? The wind.
That is Elijah.
All right.
Hi, Elijah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I got to go in and cancel out a link to the other thing. Yeah, because, yeah.
So do you guys, I hope you're having a good Valentine's Day. I'm just going to kind of, not cold at all. It's freezing. Well, I fed. It was minus 2 or 3 this morning. I fed early so that I could get other things done, and I fed really early. And of course, wind. And we've gotten probably 3 inches of snow since I fed this morning. 3 or 4 inches of snow. Cool. It's not as bad in Tennessee. James Brown says it's not as bad in Tennessee.
Awesome, James. It's bad here, and it's going to get worse. Like Gary did chores this morning in 4 below with blowing snow. Happy Valentine's Day, 6 Acres Farm and Rescue. Hey, 6 Acres, how is the babies going that needed rehoming? I saw those and was like, oh, I wish we were closer. I love bottle calves. I got one out in the pasture, but she's weaned off her bottle now. James Brown says they're 40 degrees. Supposed to get worse tonight.
Ricky, if you wait till after dark to do chores, you won't be able to see how cold it is. And that'll be better.
Hi, Wide Family. Oh, thank you for coming in. Awesome. Yeah. I'm learning to stream, guys, and I tried to set up a schedule, and I got the schedule part set up, but then I couldn't click on it and go live. Evidently I don't have the software on my computer. I just am going through. So I don't know what I did. I'm still learning. I'll study some more this week and figure it out. So yeah.
And for those of y'all that know us and know our situation, I want to tell you something really cool. We are in our living room.
Yeah.
We didn't have to go to the church building and use the internet. No. We are making Cindy's phone work. We're figuring out how to make some of that internet work a little better. And we have streamed on the church Facebook page this morning without leaving the house.
Yeah.
And we were able to do that. We do meet in person and stream live on Facebook. But this morning it was cold enough. We just called people and said, hey, stay home and get your cattle fed and then just stay home. And one guy's like, well, good, because I wasn't going to make it either anyways because it's taking me so long to feed and break water and stuff. So we just said, stay home. We're going to stay home. And we did it from the house. And now we're doing live with y'all from the house. We have not got out of the driveway since yesterday afternoon. So,
White Family says StreamYard is free and super easy. Cool. I have very limited space on my computer. I just have a barely more than a notebook computer. And so it does not let me do a whole lot of things. Matter of fact, I'm not even, like, when I edit, I have to go in and make sure that I've deleted almost all of my previous videos from the computer part, that stock footage, delete it in order to do another one. Hi, Lori. Robertson's made it. Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah, we worry about Rusty's hair freezing.
Yes, poor Rusty's hair freezing.
Speaking of freezing, I walked in a few minutes ago. I just got done doing chores as Cindy was getting all this started, and I had quite a beard sickle going on.
Yeah, it was quite. I don't know what I did wrong, but I'll get there. I'll get it figured out, y'all.
So, Elijah, you're getting out of school over all this?
Really, Elijah?
I'm glad you didn't have to go to school today.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. I need to go to a couple pages and delete the link that I had before.
Yeah, Robertson's. Yeah, but if we have to run more than a couple of functions here, our internet isn't going to handle a lot of that. So we may try that at some point in the future. Basically, it's just the data on Cindy's phone, and sometimes we've got 3 or 4 bars on our phone. Sometimes we've got half a bar, and just depends on, like, I don't know, if there's a bird in the way or something. Just weird. And sometimes if you hold the phone up above your head, it works fine, but not in your lap. Sometimes it works better in the bathroom. Sometimes it works better in the kitchen.
Yeah, and I don't know what I did. I set up that live stream. It's sitting there kind of waiting.
You're right, Rusty. I got a little haircut yesterday. Actually, I got them all cut yesterday. Yeah. Even these and these. I got these cut too.
He no longer has a unified.
If I would just let these grow, it'd cover this, and you wouldn't know.
I did miss a spot.
And that's not a joke. It does grow.
I missed a little spot in the back. He's got a little round spot.
Yeah. Yep. Good, Elijah. I'm glad you didn't have to go to school today. I do hope that you guys get to go to school this week because, that really puts you behind if you don't go to school very much. Are they doing, Elijah? Are you, when you're not going to school, are you able to do all that online like they did like last fall last spring? Or I don't know how that's working. We don't have kids in school anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
26 degrees.
All right, Courtney, that's cold.
Oh, that's a heat wave. 26 degrees.
Oh, Lynn says it's snowing where they're at. So I imagine Robertsons are getting snow too.
Yep.
Goodness.
Snowing there.
Oh, you are their new home, 6 acres. Okay. So they're with you. Okay. StreamYard is a website, so I don't have to download anything to use StreamYard. Cool. Sorry. My dyslexia got me.
Yeah, Ricky, I'd say that's about that 4 or 5.
Elijah says that it's Sunday, the Lord's Day, so there's no school no matter what.
I'm about responding to these without actually reading them out loud.
How deep is our snow, Ricky wants to know. 4-ish inches like yours? Well, I think that we got some drifts that are a little more than that.
Yeah, I got 4 or 5 inches, what I just told you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say that's what we've got. It does definitely drift around here because the wind blows, believe it or not.
And we lost a lot of snow to evaporation this week.
Yeah,
that was kind of weird.
We just barely got out of the single digits at all this week. Like we had a few highs of like 18 or 19. I think one day in some places it got on around 20, but it definitely never got to above freezing. And we lost some snow, so it just evaporates. Kind of weird, but we've seen snow do that. Snow does that up in Wyoming.
Yes, it does. It sure does. Trying to find where
So last week we asked you guys kind of to weigh in a little bit about how you felt about our faith-centered videos, and we put one out this last week. I hope you guys enjoyed that one with my grandpa's old pocket knife. I kind of had that one in mind and just kind of wanted to hear some feedback before I put it out. So
I'm trying to find and delete where I posted a link to our other live that we messed up and we lost. Yeah, and now it's telling me that we're live on our second attempt.
Okay, good.
It's a little bit delayed in the.
Hey, we're live.
Yeah, hi guys. But anywho,
you got some sunshine yesterday, Ricky.
Oh,
that's good.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Was it yesterday we got a little sunshine?
Yeah. Your roof's dripping on the south side of the house, and the sound. Oh, yesterday. Yeah. Love them. Cool. Courtney says that it is 26 degrees and going to get worse in the next few days up there.
A sun test. Robertson's Belly Acres, you got a little sun test. That means just test to see if you want it, or
Gary is.
Yeah, anytime the sun's shining and it's on the snow, it is bright. When?
Okay, so I didn't get my links deleted.
Yesterday, I got you, Robertson's Belly Acres.
Oh, good. Heather got notified for the second, but not the first. Good, Heather, because I totally messed it up. And I'm trying to go and delete the link because I shared the link on Facebook. And they're just going to get and sit in an empty chat and nothing go on there if they try to get on there. I guess they'll figure it out, huh?
So this week has just been kind of keeping everything watered.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a trick. And the guy that I work for, son, I spent some time helping him water, and we spent some time looking for the cowed calf.
I'm going to put this back up in the window so we get better reception.
He's got some calving going on right now. Lots of fun. We hung a moose bed sheet over the over the window so that.
Don't judge our trailer trash ways.
So that it wasn't just
all
light
that sun
from the outside. That way, kind of maybe the lighting was a little better.
Yeah, because the western sun can get pretty bright even in the wintertime. So yeah, we hung that up. I hung that up. I'll tell you, I'm not crazy.
Boy, I'm glad you're here, even though you didn't get the first notification.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the first notification went out since I didn't have it completely set up like I thought I did. How do we keep the chicken water? Okay.
You go knock the ice out of the pan and put warm water in it twice a day.
Yeah.
Actually, you can do that once a day, and most critters will get a good drink, and that's okay. But we do it twice a day right now because they're doing chores, so you might as well make sure they have water before you walk away.
So in the wintertime, for the animals that we switch to rubber pails and rubber pans because with them you can usually turn the ice out on them, or at least put a little bit of water and it'll melt around the edges, and then you can dump them out. And then you can put a little bit of water back in them. And
hard plastic tends to bust when it freezes.
Yeah.
And sometimes metal will too, depending on how it freezes.
And we've lost several buckets over water freezing in them lately. But
we can come up with more plastic buckets.
Yeah, that's not hard at all.
We the hogs still have their metal hot water heaters cut in half, and the big hogs, I chop a hole in it, pour some hot water in there, and that melts enough for them to get a good drink. The little hogs, they pretty much have it drank down. I make sure that they're still getting water till they're done drinking, but there's always enough room to put quite a bit more water on the hot water on the top. We've just been carrying hot water out of the bathtub, even for the beef cattle that are here at the house. Now, where I'm down south, where I partner on some cattle, with down south, just like 2 miles, there's a couple of ponds that are deep enough that we're chopping holes in the ice there. And
and they got that windmill thing in that one pond.
Yeah, but I don't know that the cows are out in that.
Oh, okay.
And then there's a well there that pumps into a tank that then has an overflow that goes back into the well, so it's consistently circulating. There's always open water there, and even in this, there's usually open water, and that because it's going down in the ground and it's reaching that temperature down there, 52 or whatever that is, and coming back up, and that's a good way to keep water open.
So we have lots of safeguards for here under the house to keep from freezing, but we did freeze up. Our water meter froze up, which is really difficult since that water meter doesn't have water flushing through it all the time. Then it'll freeze up. So we didn't know that.
Yeah, you already read that.
Yeah, we read that one and answered Lynn's. Anyway, what I was talking about that.
Hey, not so remote Alaska.
Woo, Alaska, awesome. Hey, we have some friends in Alaska that moved up to Alaska, and I want to go see them.
I don't remember where they moved.
I don't remember where they moved to either. I'll have to look. Well, we actually have 2 sets because Adrian went up there and her boyfriend, and then Annette and Wilson's moved up there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That was an interesting day. We were afraid that something under the house had froze up, and the last time that happened, it was no bueno. So, but no, Gary has a heater that runs underneath there that keeps our tank probably is not going to thaw. The fittings freeze. Not going to freeze. The fittings would probably freeze.
Yeah, it keeps the room where my tank is
and from
freezing, and under the house it keeps my pump from freezing. And then on the lines that aren't up in the insulation, so trailer houses, there's usually a barrier underneath the joists and stuff, and that's insulated, and so all your pipes and stuff run through that along with your heating duct, and that keeps those from freezing. But coming from the ground up to my tank, and my tank over to my pump, and then my pump up to that plumbing, I've got heat on all that, and then it's insulated, and then I've got a heater blowing on that's keeping the tank, or the big storage tank, and the pump. That's keeping all that from freezing.
So we did a boo-boo, and we did not. We got a couple days off on our checking the water level in the tank. We got complacent and didn't realize that we were not getting water back into the tank. And so our water meter been froze up a day or two. And so, but our water guy, Charlie, from the city south of us, it's not really a city, it's a little bitty town. But he came, and because where we're at, the city actually owns the meter, and we just pay a deposit for them to service it and all of that. And it's really a lot cheaper than the rural waters where we've had rural water.
Yeah, and you have to buy the meter.
When you have to buy the meter on rural water.
And he just came and
thawed it out, and then he put some insulation back in.
And for those of you guys, hey, this is a good discussion for a home setting. So thawing out well houses, thawing out water meters, thawing out stuff like that, everything except for a house where somebody's living. One of the really good ways to do that without accidentally burning anything or catching anything on fire, being gentle on plastic pipes, is exhaust off a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
I keep a piece of gutter downspout that I've kind of bent one in where I can get it over the exhaust. You can put that in your meter can or in a well house and let the vehicle sit there and run, and it will thaw it out.
Yeah, my daddy has a special hose that he uses
and that's
with the gutter.
Charlie has too.
Charlie has the hose. But so if you guys don't know, my dad's a water well guy down there by Robertson's and Melvillus Homestead, or Yeah, Melvina Bryant. I'm gonna say it right, Lynn. Hi, Claybank. But anyway, so
yeah.
my nephew has.
How's the weather in Florida?
Florida, Claybank. Did you get any of this Arctic blast? Yeah, it probably dropped to 60.
I'm sure. Yeah, I bet they're freezing down there.
Yeah.
Like, maybe even actually. Are you 32? Maybe.
My cousins in San Antonio think they're dying. It's hilarious the stuff they put up.
I mean, we're hitting below zero.
Yep.
Right now, I think we're at 4 degrees. Or
3 or 4. Yep.
Which is not the coldest we've seen here.
No.
But we also lived in northeastern Wyoming for a while. It was definitely colder than this there at times. But that's the being prepared.
Yeah.
And I think that places even like Claybank and stuff where you just don't ever see it, you're not quite prepared for that. I don't know. Like I know in Oklahoma we're from the 18-inch freeze line.
Yeah.
2-foot freeze line on water lines. Well, here it's 3 feet.
Yeah.
In Wyoming it was 6
feet. Yeah.
If your water lines aren't buried deep enough for it, you can have trouble.
Lynn says it's 9.
9 there.
Yeah. Rachel says her sister in Corpus is dying too. Hey, and we were all saying we were going to go down there and hang out with her so that we could go to the beach. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, my cousins down by Houston are whining and crying, and oh, it's a mess. But I'm trying to think. I lost it. Crystal Strong is down close to my cousins that are down by Houston, not too far at all. And we may have to take a trip and just, I don't know. Gary don't like Texas. I'm not crazy about Texas either. I grew up going most family vacations were to see my family down there, my mom's family. My dad's family was all around us in Oklahoma, except for a few that had defected to California.
Claybank is 55.
Wow, Claybank.
It's going to be 32 in the morning.
Oh,
and I'm sure that's
very cold for y'all. Yeah.
Probably even houses aren't built to handle a whole lot of that.
Oh my goodness, having a heat wave in the 30s. There, yep. Oh goodness.
That's something. The whole United States is definitely colder than normal.
Yes.
But I did see Minot was minus 27 today. Minot, North Dakota, which is probably not
that uncommon
for them. I know that when we were living in northeast Wyoming, that wasn't uncommon, and there was guys that leave there to go work the patch in North Dakota, and it's too cold there. So
Lynn says it's a sad day when she's jealous of 55 degrees. Yes, it's a sad day. You will be jealous of the 55 degrees when it's 108 too later in the summer, Lynn. Oh no, built on stilts, worried about the pipes freezing. Yeah. Totally get it. The neighborhood where my grandparents lived, a lot of those houses are on stilts too. My grandparents is not. It is elevated, but granddaddy, being an Okie, he wanted that thing skirted, and so they had a nice skirting around it.
Claybank is supposed to stay west of you.
You're going to stay west of you? Good, Claybank.
In the house where they're worried about freezing at 30, 30, 32, that freezing, even 28, just right around that. If you'll leave the water dripping, even in a half-inch or a 3/4-inch line, if that's water moving a little bit, it won't freeze near as easy.
It needs to be hot and cold water and a little bit bigger than a pencil lead. I know it's not quite the size of a pencil, but between the a little bit smaller than a pencil is the stream needs to be to keep that water moving. And hot and cold. A lot of people forget to run the hot, and that one freezes. But yeah, my nephew put a big thing out on Facebook yesterday about Rusco water well may not be able to get to you, so this is what you needed to do because stuff's getting bad down there. My nephew's young, but my daddy's getting up there, y'all, and he said he fell and busted his butt the other day on the ice.
Good, Claybank. I'm glad you're getting to work.
Yeah.
Work on your houseboat. That's cool.
Oh, cool.
I really want to see that at some point.
We'll have to go check that out. The plethora of knowledge Gary has baffles Lynn.
Hey, it
baffles me.
Baffles me too sometimes. I answer some, and especially Lynn, you guys and Robertsons, and you ask questions, and I know the answer. It surprises the crap out of me. I'm like, I can't believe I knew the answer to that.
He says he's fine. He just cracked his butt and it's leaking gas. My dad has a sense of humor that's a little less. It's a lot like Gary's, only my dad is real monotone. Like he can deliver a punchline just real flat, straight face.
He's got a nice, even personality, steady personality. He's always cranky.
He is the epitome of the stoic Native American. I mean, that's him. He sits in the car, lips pooched out. I love him.
I love him. The heavier the stream, Claybank.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, especially for houses and stuff that just aren't prepared for it.
Yeah, if they're up here and their house isn't prepared for it, they need to make sure that they're it's bigger than a pencil. You're correct.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, when you're talking -4 or 5, it'll freeze moving water.
Yeah, it will.
Guys, it will.
It will. So another thing you can do is make sure your cabinet doors are all open. So like your kitchen sink and under your kitchen sink.
I'm dazzling them with something.
Dazzling them. Dazzling. It's the reflection off his forehead. He keeps wanting me to cut his hair shorter and shorter. Rusty, I think he's aiming for your look, brother. Yeah.
The shorter it is, the longer it is before you have to get another haircut. We'll make it stretch farther.
He's going to look like Mr. Cleans pretty soon, just all sheared off here. Yeah. Oh, goodness.
I'm just going to let my beard grow longer and remind people I'm dyslexic.
I don't think we have to remind them. Think they will not forget. At least you're not transposing words, or they're not jumping up into the sentence ahead. Yeah, Rusty says, "Do it." go to Mr. Clean.
Oh.
If we do the Mr. Clean, then he has to pierce his ears.
No.
And I don't think he'll do that. I have some pretty little loops for you.
I've spent a lot of my life trying to keep from poking holes in my body.
Bald is beautiful. Yes, Rusty, bald is beautiful.
If you can't dazzle them, baffle them.
Oh, there you go.
There's a lot of people that have worked alongside me and been pretty baffled. What in the world is that idiot doing today?
He's super smart. He's way smarter than anybody gives him credit for, I think. But yeah.
I'm a fart smeller.
Fart smeller.
I mean, smart feller.
Oh, goodness gracious. We did not eat at Who Hot.
So, yeah, glad to hear everybody's doing okay and nobody's froze to death yet. This time of year, you know, that's the thing. I don't like the heat, but I'm going to tell you, hypothermia is a pretty bad thing. Cold can be rough. So, livestock, guys, make sure your livestock are getting, may increase the feed a little bit, make sure they're getting plenty of fats or proteins, and make sure they're getting plenty of carbs. So ruminants, make sure there's plenty of just grass, hay, and stuff so that their ruminant is working and creating body heat. Make sure they're getting plenty of water, because without water, the digestion doesn't work right and their body doesn't transfer that heat well. So make sure your stuff's getting a good drink of water. Your ungulates, making sure they're getting plenty of good high protein, high fat feed, stuff like that. Hogs, you need to be feeding hogs plenty. Yeah. I mean, right now I'd feed hogs about all they wanted to eat, because even on your breeding stuff, and I've increased our breeding stuff feed a little bit. Don't like the cold either,
Rusty don't like the heat nor the cold. I'm with you, Rusty. I mean, I like the heat. I'm not crazy once it gets over 100, but I like the heat in the 80s and 90s because I'm cold natured. But yeah, you're not feeding your hogs at all. They're getting ready to feed you.
Oh yeah,
Robertsons. They went to locker camp yesterday. How did that trip go? I saw the video, but didn't get to finish it.
Only 8 chickens? Lynn, do you not have goats anymore?
No, she downsized.
Oh, okay.
You're down to 8 chickens. Lynn, you got enough going on. Yeah. You do. You got children. You got all the stuff with your family and work and school. You got enough going on, dear heart. And the chickens are plenty for right now. Oh, peppers. My peppers are sprouting. I have couple hundred pepper plants, or little bitty sprouts, and yeah, I'm kind of excited. So the last few weeks I put in over 600 pepper seeds, and I just got finished putting in, oh goodness, about 1, 2, 4, 3 or 400 tomato seeds. I'm gonna have to look. I lost count.
No problem getting them there, but Robertson's Belly Acres.
Good. Everything went well. Claybanks, president of their own Genius Club. Membership is 1. Yay for Startsland. Yeah, I'm excited. Gary's going to be looking to buy more feeder pigs in August or September. Gary, I'm going to be looking. I have had 3 guys ask about buying some, so I'll be getting with y'all about that soon. Okay.
So,
Little Mama's going to be
January, February, March, end of April. She should be pigging. So we're talking end of May. Not end of May. In June, I should have feeder pigs.
That's not going to be enough time for them to be ready in August.
He's going to be looking for feeder.
You're looking for them to buy them in August.
Yeah, I'll have some in June.
How about a couple months early?
Yeah. That's when Little Mama should be pigging.
Yeah.
And they're definitely, we can find feeder pigs.
Yeah, we can.
That time
we have a friend, James, that breeds a lot. He's got several
really
sows.
Good hogs. He's got a good breed, a good cross down that we have raised several times, and we really like them. They'll marble out good and they grow good.
Yeah. If you guys had not gotten us set up on our breeding program,
we'd still be feeding his hogs.
We would still be feeding James's hogs. He puts out some nice hogs, and we would like to get there. That's why we got the OSB hog boar to go with Little Mama. GOS. Old OSB. It's pre-treated board. No. The GOS board, Gloucester Old Spot. Yeah, I can't say it right.
Yeah.
June.
I hope she has plenty, and we'll see what she has.
Yeah. If she has a nice litter like last time, we'll be good to go. And
we've got 15 hogs on feed right now, and we've got 10 and a half of them spoke for already. And some of you guys have ordered them and are waiting on them.
I'm suffering from CRS. Okay. That craziness, I guess.
I don't think I want to know.
Oh, goodness.
And so we've got 4.5 more pigs to sell. Actually, I think we're going to keep one maybe for ourselves. So
yeah. And
we need to keep one to sell by the pound at least. So we got 2.5 more pigs to get spoke for. Those that I've got left will go to the processor in end of May.
Can't remember stuff. No, I just say the wrong thing.
Yeah, I got you.
I just say the wrong thing to get. Oh, yeah. Cool. We've been on here 33 minutes. That's crazy.
So, guys, what Cindy told you, we've got peppers going. She's got peppers sprouted. She planted some tomato starts too that haven't sprouted yet. She's got a cheddar cheese aging in the refrigerator.
Yes.
She made out of Freedom's milk.
Yep.
She's got a cheddar cheese aging. We are drying Freedom up. We haven't milked her.
This last Sunday was the last.
Last Sunday was the last time we milked her. Okay. So we haven't milked her in a few days. She seems to be doing okay. I'm feeding her mostly hay, but alfalfa too when it's cold.
We've been checking her every morning for heat and her health, and checking on her in the evening and making sure she's doing all right.
Yep, we've got the pigs on feed, and 10.5 of them spoke for, like I just said. We've got calves in the pasture and Sugar Rush.
Yes, I did plant Sugar Rush peaches. They haven't sprouted yet, but I did plant them. And so I've got to get a little video out this week of what all I've got planted and what's coming up. And the spare bedroom is not a spare bedroom. It is a hide everything in here room. That one where you shove everything in there and then you close the door and pray that your company doesn't open that door. And anyway, yeah, So yeah, so I'll have, hopefully if they all sprout well, I'll have some to share, Lynn. And so yeah, trying to think. Yep, she wants some. Okay. I really want to try those Sugar Rush peaches. I have heard so much good about those peppers. I want to give them a go. Oh, Claybank's hogs escaped and are hit the creek. Yeah, they'll find plenty to eat, I'm sure. Just hopefully they don't mess with the neighbors.
Yeah, I hope you can get them all recovered.
Yeah, you can catch them later because boy, they go feral quick.
Yeah, Claybank, I've always would like to have had a good creek that I could kind of fence off and just turn my hogs loose on. Hogs can find a lot.
Yeah, yeah, they're good scavengers.
They're resourceful.
Yeah, they're a nice free range animal. Yes, Lynn wants to try the Sugar Rushes too. Yes, it is cold.
Elijah, are you guys having to do chores? I know you've got some chickens and stuff. Still got chickens and stuff you're having to feed and water in this?
Oh, and the girls didn't lay today. Oh, wait, no.
So that's something else I was going to talk about.
I don't remember what you were going to talk about.
I don't remember either.
I'm ready. I don't know. My car's falling apart, y'all. It's crazy. So I lost a piece. It had a rough week. I lost a piece of trim. Couldn't figure out how I lost it or where I lost it. I think I knew where I lost it and went and looked at it. Lynn says her chickens didn't lay and she hadn't checked yet today. Don't know where I lost it. Then yesterday when we were coming back from Topeka, we stopped in a big town north of us to do some shopping, pick some things up for a friend on our way home. And Gary says, you lost another piece of trim. So I guess we'll have to get some trim replaced on the car. And then she got backed into too. I forgot about that. And I got to get that fixed.
I hope your neighbors help you gather them and maybe ask for some pork chops instead of getting them for themselves.
Oh.
Got 4 eggs, huh?
4 eggs out of 3 hens.
That's you had to squeeze it really hard for that to happen.
You heard Gorilla Glue works well.
I saw that it works good on hair too, but Rusty, I wouldn't suggest trying that.
Woo! I thought take skin and all when you went to woo when you went to peel that stuff off. Goodness, bless your hearts, Lynn. So I hope they're not watching this, but I had the strangest conversation. So you know how people just get hurt, their feelings hurt, and get all offended and went on Facebook. A guy glued his lips shut with that stuff. That's crazy. But
I know some people that probably need to do that occasionally.
And it may be me. No. But anyway, somebody shared a post from another person's page or whatever page, and it had a picture of somebody's note from their meter reader saying that they couldn't read their meter, and instead of it saying unrestrained dog, the dog was crossed out and it said chicken, and then on the side it said she tried to peck me. And so I shared that, and a guy, I don't know what he does, it says he works construction or whatever, he got super upset about that. And so we had this long conversation, and it was sad. But evidently he'd had a bad experience where he's working somewhere and an animal that was not, in his statement, properly taken care of got run over or injured at their job site, and then the person was super upset about it and blaming them. Duct tape.
Yeah.
Elijah uses duct tape. Duct tape fixes everything. That and Balaam wire.
So do you guys got any questions? We'd love to answer some questions.
Yeah.
We kind of do a lot of that. You're right, Claybank. That is pretty.
It is.
I don't know how many times though I super glued my fingers together trying to use super glue and get them stuck, and then yeah.
I don't know why somebody would use Gorilla Glue on their hair. The goats are doing good, Elijah. Johnny and June, they're getting so fat that they're getting stuck in their little escape spot. So that's going to be not going to be long. They're not going to be able to escape.
No, Robertson's Belly Acres. They asked if I've ordered the motor. No, I was going to try to do that this week, and I kept thinking I need to do that this afternoon. Next thing I knew, it was after 5, and
we've got to.
I just never did get it done this week, but we are going to try to get that accomplished this coming week. Get
that motor ordered, and then hopefully the next week you can take a few days off and get it done.
Yeah, and if I can't get down there, the guys that work at my buddy's shop, it's a farm equipment shop, but they can.
They're awesome
going to help
mechanics.
Me replace that motor, so if I'm not there, they'll probably work on it without me. But hopefully I can get off and get that done. We've been, we went without work for a little while, but now that's not the case. We've got work. So.
Got more work than we know what to do with, which is an amazing blessing. Amazing blessing. And it's come at just the right time.
Yeah, and we've been able to put more than enough money away.
Yeah, to get that truck done.
To buy this motor.
Yeah, and we've got some other big expenses that need to come. And I got money stashed away for a new pair of glasses. So I'm going to get that done in a few weeks. And yeah. Oh, Robertsons can come up and help if you need them.
Okay.
Cool. I think we're good. The guys, so there's 3 guys that'll be working on his engine with him.
Well, 3 that work in the shop.
3 that work in the shop.
They've got to keep that shop going too, though.
Yeah, you guys just got out of Robertson's had the virus. Praise the Lord, they're doing great, and they did some amazing stuff to help Rusty fight it, and they're ready to go to work because they got out of quarantine just in time for Snowmageddon, and so all the houses they're working on are a little bit of a distance, and so it's not safe to travel.
All right, I'm going to read a couple of more
of
these.
Oh, my.
Elijah Gabriel says that he's got to get more quail. He's made the Great Escape. Well, sometimes that happens. John, I don't know what you're talking about. Heirloom Permaculture. My snowman complained that everything smells like carrots.
Yeah. Claybank needs a diesel mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Rusty, you want to drive to Florida?
Rusty's a pretty good diesel mechanic. I think he's probably better than we give him credit for. Bless him.
Heirloom, it's good to see you in here. How's all your greenhouses doing in this weather? I know you guys are getting weather's not quite as cold as ours, but pretty similar. How's your greenhouses doing in all this?
My greenhouses. While he's answering, I'm gonna say my greenhouse is not ready. It is cold in there. So I went in there the other day, and it was just as cold in there as it was outside. Rusty says he can't go to Florida. Sorry, Claybank. Yeah.
I've still got a remodeling project, which I've not been. I didn't get to work on it all last week, and I've got a remodeling project going on for somebody, and then I'm working for another guy building some fence and
doing a remodel
cattle project. And putting ceiling in and stuff like that. They're all empty.
Which from 65 to 5.
Are you
Elijah
talking about your
on his quail?
Oh, that's too bad.
Okay, all the plants are in the house for John and Angela.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping that by March 1st I can put stuff out. I did my Valentine's present, guys, was another grow light.
Anti-romantic.
He is. He's like, honey, what do you want? And I got a grow light. Oh, went from 65 to 5 degrees. Sorry. Yes, it was crazy like that. That's okay, bud. I just had not tracked your progression of your conversation.
So, since this is Since this is Valentine's Day and I'm so romantic, I'm a poet at heart, in case you didn't know it.
Yes, he is.
And so I for years I've told my wife this Valentine's poem, and I'll tell it to her again today in front of all y'all. Roses are red, violets are blue. If you were a booger, I'd pick you.
That's so sweet. Isn't he a doll? Woo! Their boy Amos, their middle child for Robertsons. That his job's going to put them in. Is talking about putting them in a hotel in Tulsa for the week because it's snowing so hard right now.
Claybank, is that the one that's like half buried? The Chinese greenhouse? Is that the one that's like half buried and only the roof is out?
Cool. John's got to go over and moderate for Justin Rhodes' premiere of his new documentary series. That's cool, John.
Yeah, that's cool. That should be really cool, John. I'm glad you're getting to do that. Thanks for coming in here.
Yeah, and thanks for reminding us all of that too. Yeah, that's cool.
If you guys don't know that, if you guys don't follow heirloom permaculture, there's a lot of knowledge there too. You guys think I'm a fart smeller? You ought to see John.
He's the spreadsheet king. He makes spreadsheets now. I am not that organized. I have a notebook that has chicken scratch in it. That's what it has in it.
Hello,
Redding. Is this Kat?
I am excited about you guys' new place. We got to watch your premiere. That is a cool looking place.
We have not lost any from the weather. One of my old hens did pass, but she was really, really old. And, we had that illness last spring, and it damaged her. Yes,
John, you never know.
I stutter.
She'll say all kinds of stuff.
You got to watch me. But
okay, Claybank. So that is the half buried one.
Yeah.
Those are cool. I've seen not only. Where did we see one of those? Somewhere I have seen one.
We were watching a documentary.
Like I've actually been in one.
Have you been in one?
I'm trying to remember.
There wasn't one at I lost it. Baker Creek was there. Mm-mm. Oh, it's the lack of your true beard. Is that why I stuttered on the king and the king? Yeah. So lack of your true beard. It'll be back. Yes. We trimmed Gary's off yesterday. He trimmed his off, and then I cut his hair.
One time years ago, this is a funny story. I had my beard like way down, hitting my shirt pockets, and I needed to trim it up, so I cut it down to like a ½ inch or something. But before I trimmed it off, I stood on the scales, and I cut it off, and I cut my hair. I lost 8 pounds with a haircut and a beard trim. I lost 8 pounds.
That was back. His hair was so thick.
I used to have a little more of it right here than I did now. But
in the back, it is so thick. It is so thick, y'all. And Becca has hair just like his, and Hannah does too. Their hair is so thick.
At least he has hair to cut, yeah.
Yes. Well, John, we've been debating. You missed it. Rusty was on here, and we're talking about the whole Mr. Clean. He wants to go Mr. Clean, and I just won't do it. So I give him high and tight. And it is creeping back on him. It is creeping back. Looks a little bit like Roy's.
Well,
but yeah. You're gonna get more quail, Elijah, and try pheasant. That's so cool. So cool. We've never had pheasants.
Elijah, which y'all are seeing him as Gabriel Bramall. Elijah, I would definitely wait till spring now to do anything like that.
Now is not a good time to get chicks.
Let somebody else take care of stuff for now.
Yeah. Wow, we're down to our last 10 minutes, and we'll cut off a minute or two early so that everybody can move over to Justin Rhodes' stuff. But getting more quail in the spring. So our chicken thing did not do as well as it did last. We ordered all the chickens and butchered them, processed them, and we have sold a lot and used a lot and given away a lot. And I've got to go finish cleaning out our freezer of the neighbors that we had chickens in and bring them back over here after I get my bread orders out.
So
yeah.
we would raise 50 chickens at a time and sell them just as fast as I could
Yep.
get them processed. Really couldn't hold on to any for ourselves a lot, and so then we decided we'd buy. We decided we'd buy 100.
We decided we'd buy 100.
And so we got on the phone. We ordered 200. That's the way it works, right?
Chicken math. Chicken math happens every time.
And we end up processing 170. I think we lost some, had some kind of glitches in some of our systems, and so
Robertson's and Narrowway came and helped us.
We processed 170, and
bye, Heather. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy your supper.
We sold a lot, but we still got a lot of chicken. They didn't sell as fast as they had been, and so we may not be ordering.
Oh, Lynn says she's got to figure it out. She's got to try and figure out how to get on Justin's video thing. Yeah, I don't know if that's something you have to be a member of his or not. We're not members, so if it's for the member only thing, we won't be able to do that. We just cannot put that in our budget right now. So yeah.
Got more videos that we can watch on YouTube without doing that.
Yeah, so. We have to watch our pennies, so.
And our time.
Yep.
I know that there's several good channels on here that I don't get to watch all their videos.
Yeah.
Old Reading.
Yes.
I was saying earlier, I love the look of your new place. You were talking about the big house. Man, I would think that'd make a great place to like rent out the rooms, kind of bed and breakfast, and the downstairs with the big open rooms and stuff. That'd make a great kind of a community building or place where you guys that are living in the several different houses can kind of do things together. That'd be a really great place. And I don't know.
I know it's be expensive. Needs a lot of repair and some updating.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, Robertson's, post the link.
This video is free.
Oh, the rest will be the subscription, but not the first one.
All
awesome,
right,
John, thanks.
Whichever Robertson is on here, if you can post the link from Maryland Permaculture that he typed out, please post that so that people can get on and check out Dustin Rhodes. And I understand that this video is kind of about their journey, about what got them to where they are at.
I'm just going to make John a mod real quick.
Yeah, do that. John, I hope you don't mind. We'd love to have you as a moderator anyway.
And then you can post it, buddy. You should have a wrench. Maybe I.
No, it's
nope. It says
you to remove moderator.
So it says you're my moderator. You're a moderator too. Okay. So Heirloom should be able to be. I hope I didn't just like hide him or whatever. Sorry if I did. Yeah.
Scroll back down so we can see.
Okay. There we go. So yeah. So try again, John. It should let you do it. But yeah. So.
Robertson's, we know you probably could have took easy care of that, but we need more than one moderator.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Right. Okay. But
we need more than one moderator.
Yeah, we do.
Especially if there's stuff that more than one of you need to be taken care of. I hate to leave it all on you guys anyway.
Yes.
And I don't really know how the moderator thing works, but
I had somebody make me a mod, and all I can do is on my phone, and so I couldn't really do a whole lot with it. But anyway, yeah. So.
All right.
Alrighty. So.
Old Reading, I'm interested in your property. A lot of trees you say you're having to clear. What kind of trees are on your property? Do you know what kind of timber you've got there? Is it hardwoods? I mean, here a lot of hackberries and elms grow up in places like that. What kind of timber are you looking at? Robertson's, you're trying to find it. Okay,
yeah, good. Cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, we'll just be on here about 3 more minutes, and then we'll get off and let everybody go over and watch that.
I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of our lifestyle has been shaped by health concerns too, and health issues. I've struggled with some health issues, and Cindy struggled with some allergies and stuff too. But I've struggled with some health issues. And years ago, when I was struggling with some of that, I got a hold of this silly book.
Your mama.
Yeah.
Your mama.
called the Maker's Diet, and I've modified a lot of that, but we've used that a lot in our health journey. Mod, Justin, so a few others. Yeah.
It's really getting cooking good. Good. I hope it does really good for them. But yeah, we can so relate with Justin and Rebecca's health journey and their journey to food and providing for themselves. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. So yeah.
Yeah, and John, I know ours. Yeah, we've got 9 people on here, which is awesome.
Yeah,
we're glad for every one of you. And I kind of like the smaller chats where you can actually get to interact.
Yeah.
Some of the bigger ones, man, they only read about every 10th or 12th one.
Because they can't. It's just, they're doing the best they can, and it's difficult.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. All right, Robertsons and Heirloom. Thank you, guys. John got it up. John's probably going to. Yes, John, the link showed. It showed on my end.
Yeah, Elijah, I believe it is. John just put the link up.
Yep.
Probably about the same time you were putting your question up. Yeah, that link does.
Yes. Well, Sharon, all of us change over time one way or another. And so we just ask that you guys would bless them today and check out their video here in just a little bit, which we're just going to go a few more seconds. And thank you, John. Thank you, Robertson. Thank you everyone coming in today and being with us. Next week we will switch back to live at 5 on Sunday evenings. And so join us next week for live at 5. And thank you guys so much for coming in and joining us. And that's cool, John. Justin's plan is to create a network for others to be part of. That's cool. I think we're going to need it. I think we're going to need it. All right, Sharon. Thank you, sweetheart. You have a good evening. And yeah, Robertson says good night. We're going to go. And thank you, Robertsons. Thank you, John. We're going to go so John can get off here and everybody else can move on over to watch that premiere. The link is in the chat. And but it's Justin Rhodes YouTube channel if you missed the link. So good night, y'all. God bless you. And we pray you have a good week.
See y'all.